Good morning. I know you can't see me right now. I'm going to fix that in a minute. What I want to do is give you the foot position for the horse stance that we're going to do in a minute, and you'll understand it. So from our ready position, which is feet shoulder width apart, we're going to turn our toes out, turn our heels back out to match it, then bend our knees, and that'll put us into the horse stance. So again, nothing more than from our ready position, which would be shoulders, our feet shoulder width apart, we'll turn our toes out, turn our heels out, raise our hands, and that'll put us in the horse stance. Okay, I'm going to adjust the video now, and away we go. Okay, now this is all going to be pretty much stuff we're going to be looking at from the upper from here on out. All right, so we come into our set position, we salute, we bow, we come to ready. Okay, at that point we've got our feet shoulder width apart. We turn our feet out 45 in the front, match our heels, raise our hands. Okay, this is going to be our basic position. Now the hands aren't too tight, they're just closed, but they're nice and loose. Okay, now the first thing we're going to do is going to work on our outside block, or our outward block. All right, it's going to be the high outward because it's covering the zones 1 and 2. Okay, so we block out and return, out and return. Repeat that about 10 times. You know, as many as you want to do. Do at least 5 with each arm. Okay, next one's going to be our low outward, which is just straight down at the 3 and the 4. Okay, the next one's going to be our upward, which is going to be covering your high zone 5. Okay, the next one's going to be our inward, which is covering the middle zone 5. And the last one's going to be the downward. The last one's going to be the downward, which covers the low zone 5. Now if you'll notice something between the upward and the downward, the upward is like the rain coming off a roof. It's half of a house roof. Okay, it's covering this whole side of my head, my body. This is covering the other side. The low is going to be the same thing. It's going to have the 45-degree angle. And that's going to be how it works. So again, a quick review. Outward, high. Outward, low. Upward. Inward. Downward. Okay, and now basic strike. So our hands are nice and loose. We're just going to work on a forward punch. We're just going forward and return it. Return it. Return it. Return it. Okay, so it's going to look something like this. Okay, now we're going to work on the vertical punch, which is the same thing, but it's got a vertical fist position. Okay, so it comes out. Next one we're going to work on is the palm strike. We leave our hands nice and are closed in a closed manner but loose, and just roll out to the palm strike. So it's 1, 2. Okay, next one's going to be our finger poke, our finger jab. Okay, it's going to come from here, out, nice and easy, just thinking about a finger poke to the eyes. Okay, so it's 1 and 2. Next one we're going to work on is our web hand strike, which is just going to come out with our open hand over in between the forefinger and the thumb. Like you see in our techniques earlier, we call this a shark mouth. Okay. So it just comes out. Okay, there's other techniques we're going to work on later, but for right now I want you to have the basic understanding of the outward block high, the downward block or outward block low, the upper block, the inward block, and the downward block. Okay, those will cover your 5 zones, not the lower zones. We'll work on that later. And then for basic techniques, you're going to have a forward punch. You're going to have vertical punches. You're going to have palm strikes, finger pokes, and the shark mouth. So from there, all you do is bring your right leg in, back to the ready position, and you're good to go. Okay, those are going to be some basics that we work on. A good way to warm up your class, start up your class, you know. Basics done in the horse stance is very common to anybody who studied any kind of karate system, kempo, whatever. So just the way that we do things. Really, the only difference is how we're getting into it and not using the hikite. Now, I'm not a very big fan of the hikite. I understand many people love it, many people get it. For me, my hands got to be up. Okay, I'm not going to teach you to do your basics from here and tell you to fight from here. It's not going to happen that way. So we're gonna, how you train is how you react. We train with our hands up, we're gonna react with our hands up. Okay, that's just how it is. Have a great day, work hard, catch you next time.